So, Vanessa, talk about your journey to get to the elite level. Everybody's got a different story on what and how. Talk about your background and what it's like now to be on Team USA.
Well, I was injured when I was 16 years old in a rodeo accident, and that was 5 years ago. And I started playing wheelchair basketball about 8 months after that. I immediately went into a collegiate division. I played for the University of Wisconsin Whitewaters women's team, and I played there for 3 years. After my first year there, I got my first USA tryout, which then led to me making the under-21 women's USA team. We went to Buenos Aires, Argentina, where we won gold medal at the Youth Paralympian Games, and I was also the flag bearer during the opening ceremonies. So that was kind of what I think kick-started my career and was like, wow, like gave me the taste of representing my country, and that's what drove me to try and make the Rio team. From there, I played 3 years at the University of Wisconsin Whitewater, where we won 2 national championships, and then we got 3rd place my senior year. And this past season, I went over and played on a professional men's team in Germany, and we finished 6th in the league, and I will be going back next season to play for another men's team in Germany.
So talk about that experience. First, a Westerner going to Germany, and I understand you didn't speak any German, so tell us about that. And then, playing in a mixed team, which is not uncommon, but it's definitely an aspiration to, I'm sure, play against the men. And then how you've been faring over there.
Yeah, so going over there and not speaking any German was definitely difficult because I lived on the east side of Germany, so they were part of the GDR, and a lot of the older generation doesn't speak any English. So going grocery shopping or to restaurants or anything like that, a lot of the times you didn't find anyone there that spoke English. So I had to pick up on it pretty quickly. Obviously started baby steps. I needed to learn the alphabet. I needed to learn how to count and things like that. But playing on a men's team there is absolutely amazing. My main goal of going over there was to become more physical and more aggressive. And I definitely think playing on a men's team is creating that, because they are just physical and aggressive, and they're fast-paced, and I love it.
That's good timing. We're at the end of the... You're considered one of the young guns on the team, and there seems to be a good mix of veterans and then this youth with a lot of energy. And so they talk about you as someone who's got a lot of energy, and you bring a lot of energy to the team, which I think that's a good thing about youth. So talk a little bit about the chemistry and talk about your role within the team.
I think our team has amazing chemistry, and I know that's kind of something everyone always says about their team, but just the personalities and the characters of the girls on this team we're unique and we're different, but they mesh together so well, and that's what creates such a fun environment as a family or as a team that we are, because it's kind of like you have your more quiet people, but then you have your more outspoken people, but the thing is we just all mesh together, and that's what brings us together on the court, and that's what makes us have such a good time off the court. And it's really something special to be able to be around 12 women that are just so great together.
And what do you think you bring to the team on the court and off the court?
I just try to bring a lot of positivity and energy. My biggest goal is that I can tell when someone might be getting down on themselves. I know personally I get down on myself sometimes if I start missing some shots, or I might get beat on defensive possession or something like that. And my biggest goal is just to get everyone's heads up and you got the next one, and let's go get this together.
Okay, tell us about your injury and then what it took mentally and psychologically. You seem like a really upbeat person who said, you know what, I'm going to conquer something new. True?
Yeah. So I actually did not play basketball before this at all. Actually, in 1st grade, I played on a rec team. My dad was the coach, and I got hit in the face with the ball, and I did not play a season after that because I decided this was not the sport for me. I'm from a very small town, and rodeos are very big and popular, and I would watch them, and I just got amazed by the rodeo bullfighters. Their job is to save the bull riders when they fall off, whether they get tangled in the ropes or just distracting the bull so the rider can get away. And I just got fascinated by them. I thought it was absolutely amazing. So I started kind of looking up how to do it. I went to a school and I did some lessons on how to do it, and I got slowly worked my way into it, and I started conditioning and lifting towards it. I ended up getting hit by a bull that was let into the arena in my first actual like real rodeo. So we had one bull that was in the arena, the rider had fallen off, and while we were trying to get the bull out, a second bull had been let in, and the second bull is the one that hit me. He threw me about 30 feet in the air and then stepped on my spine, and that's what created my spinal cord injury. From then, it was kind of, you had two options, and it was kind of to do the whole like, whoa me, like I don't know what I'm gonna do now, like my can't walk, it's over. Or you have the option to attack things head on and just go at it, and that was kind of what I decided to do. I wanted to go, step one, I wanted to get my license, I wanted to get my hand controls in, I wanted to go to college, I wanted to start living on my own. And basketball is actually what brought a lot of that independence, is because I started meeting more and more people that were in basketball or in sports, and just seeing what they did with their lives, and I just started to get engulfed in it, and I wanted to be them, and I want to be a role model for future generations coming up, to show that you can still have a full life even if you have an injury, something like that.
So you're a tough cowgirl at heart.
Oh yeah.
Anything you want to add about your whole journey, but also I think the aspirations you guys have in Rio, and what it's like to be going to Rio?
To go to Rio is absolutely an amazing feeling. It gets you butterflies in your stomach. I mean, just putting on our USA jersey today, this is the first time we got them, was just an amazing feeling. Like, this is it, we're going in a month. Watching opening ceremonies was absolutely amazing of the Olympics. It's, words can't describe it. Obviously our goals are to go for gold. The biggest thing is to just stick together as a team. We know that what we're capable of, and we know that if we are at our best, that we will be able to achieve our goal.